What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Edison Club podcast. I'm your host, Mike, joined tonight by my good friend and co-host, Ty Payne from Behind the Dual Disc podcast.
What's up? What's up?
Spooky season is officially upon us and has been for a couple weeks now. And personally, this is one of my favorite times of the year. Are you a big Halloween fan?
I am. I'm a super like Halloween fan. I when I was younger, I wasn't, but like the older I got, I just got more and more into like the spooky stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been really big into Halloween when I was a kid. I loved dressing up. I think I was Batman for like 10 years straight or something like that.
Dude, you're so lucky. I wanted to be Batman for Halloween so many times when I was a kid, and you know what? This is so ghetto, but my mom got me. She got me like the little like Batman mask, like
Yeah.
the little cover up, like for your face. She didn't give me the whole costume. She just had me dress in black with
Oh,
like a long sleeve T-shirt, black jeans and black shoes, and just put a fucking
so she had
black
you dressed up
a
as a
black
burglar.
yeah, had a black towel around my neck. I was like, I cannot fly anything anywhere with this heavy motherfucker on, man. But like I like, but she's like, but you have the Batman mask at least. I was like, God.
I had I somehow I managed to get a Batman costume that was like from the 80s. I don't know how I ended up getting that, but
Mhm.
my parents would always be like, "We'll get you a new costume this year," and I'm like, "No, I'll be Batman." Like, 10 years later, I'll be Batman. I'm good. me today, I'll be Batman. So,
there, there
uh,
was
I I'm sorry. Go ahead.
there was one year, so when I like when I worked at Walmart in Mount Airy, they would do these Halloween costume contests for like third shift.
Yeah.
And like when I got in, when I dropped like a bunch of weight, I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna get me like a decent Halloween costume. I can actually fit stuff now.
Yeah.
So I found me it was a really nice Black Panther costume, and what I got and I got a helmet for it, but the helmet was like heavy as shit. It was because it was like metal.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, it was not it was cool looking when I had the whole thing on, but like it was just heavy. I'm just like, God, my head feels like it weighs like 45 pounds.
It already weighed 45 pounds.
Yeah, I know. So you really just doubled it, make it 90.
I have so many fond memories as a child of Halloween. The sad part about it is, though, is when I look back on it, Halloween is not nearly as colorful now as it was when we were kids. I remember going into stores and everything just being orange, decorations everywhere. And now it's just everything is just so disposable, I feel like.
Yeah, and like we like when now correct me if I'm wrong, but like when we were kids, it's just like you didn't see all three holidays just at one time. You would see how like Halloween would just be to itself and have its thing going in stores and not like now you just see Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's all in one fell swoop when you go into like a Walmart.
Dude, it's so annoying. I went to the dollar store like a week ago because
Yeah,
there's this thing that's trending on TikTok where you can make your own cousin it decoration. And it's like you take
yeah,
I can't remember. You take like one of those pumpkin trick or treating things, and you like wrap it in these hula skirts, put sunglasses on it, and put a hat on it. And it was trending because it
yeah.
was stuff you could get at Dollar Tree. So I went to our Dollar Tree, and they've already taken down half of the Halloween stuff. Mind you, this is the 8th of October when we're or the 9th of October when this is being recorded. They've taken down half of the Halloween stuff, and the other half is Christmas. And I'm like, it is October. You guys need to chill. We're not even to Halloween yet. Why are you taking the stuff down?
Relax. It's just like, and the other thing that bothers me too, now that we're older, is like you remember like back in the day, like it was like how like it's okay, like we just said, it's October 9th. It should be pretty chilly outside at least. At least
Yes, I know where this is going.
it should at least be mid 60s, no higher.
Yep.
Yesterday, while I was at work, it got to 83 degrees. Why? Why? It
I've
was at
literally had
83
to wear
degrees.
I've had to wear hoodies to work in the morning because it's cold, but then by the evening I'm running the air conditioning on my way home.
Oh, dude, under my high vis pants, I'm rocking basketball shorts. I'm not supposed to be, but because they expect us to wear like jeans and stuff up under that at all times. I'm just like, no, I rocked basketball shorts all up under my stuff
Yeah. I
the
could I could
entire
see
summer.
I could see wearing like jeans underneath it if we got normal fall October weather right now,
Yeah,
but it's not usually 80 degrees this time of the year.
no, the sun is still out here beating our ass.
Yeah, I've had enough of that. I'm definitely ready just for it to be cold, honestly. And I was never a cold weather person. I've always been a warm weather person. But this
Yeah,
summer single-handedly changed how I felt about that. I was like, I am so good on this. Like I've had
yeah.
enough.
I remember earlier in the year. I remember you was saying like you was having to keep like a really big fan going in the like at your job.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
we don't have air conditioning at my job,
yeah.
unfortunately. Um, we do have
I
heat in the form of a wood stove in the
right.
wintertime, but that's it.
I ain't got AC at my job either.
Bro, if you had AC at your job, I'd have a lot of questions.
Right.
Y'all just cooling the whole outside.
God decides when the AC cuts on for me.
Yeah. What is okay, so for those of you that don't know, Ty works for what's actually like your job title, like flagger? That almost sounds like some
Yeah.
kind of slur.
Well, it really does. So like with my job, like all of us are technically flaggers because it's on everybody's hard hat, no matter what like level they're at.
Yeah.
So like I work for a company named Flagger Force. It's a flagging company. We help set like work zones and just keep we keep companies like electric companies and gas companies and tree cutting companies just safe like while we're doing their job. We just run safety for them like for the most part. That's all we're really doing.
Yeah. So
And like
what's harder
my
for
my
you, winter or summer?
uh honestly, because I've gone through both now. It's definitely the summer.
Yeah, just standing in the
It's the
sun and in your high visibility clothes, probably just gets really miserable out there, especially in North Carolina weather.
Yeah. Now, I will say though, last winter was pretty bad. Like if I wouldn't have had like at first I just had my like leather gloves that they gave me the when I started,
Yeah,
and that destroyed my hands.
yeah.
Like the leather just got cold and hard, and it just ruined my hands. And thank God, one of my coworkers, uh, funny, his name is Wild Bill. I think I told you about him before.
You have.
He gave me a pair of insulated gloves, and it got me through the winter. And like, if I had not been for that, I would not have got through the winter. So shout out to Wild Bill. Um, but yeah, my current position right now is I am a advanced crew leader slash I'm a field trainer in training.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, Ty has been slowly moving up the ladder at his job. We've talked about this briefly before, but super proud of him for how far he's come.
Yeah, it's been a process. It's been a process, but it's been very rewarding. I've enjoyed this job more than anything, and it's it helps your mental a lot when like you know if you're just going through if you're going through a job and you're and you and like you're busting your ass and stuff like that, and like you try to go for these promotions and stuff, and like there's just you're just blocked by a wall of nepotism. It really just puts a bad taste in your mouth. And I bro, like with here, I've just I really anytime I'm doing well, I am recognized for what I am for what I am doing. I am promoted, and I get paid very handsomely to do what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, super proud of you
Yeah.
for how far you've come on everything with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not for and anybody that thinks that like when you see these people out here and they're just holding stop and slow paddles for traffic like that, it's not easy work.
Hmm.
It's really not.
Being exposed to
It's
the
very
elements.
like we're exposed to the elements all times. We're having to deal with very aggressive drivers, especially in the area I'm working in right now. It's just like people are angry. People come through threatening us and all kinds of shit on the daily. It's just it's not for the faint of heart. I'll let people know that it's not for the faint of heart
Yeah.
whatsoever.
And it's jobs and positions that we really need people to be doing,
Yeah,
because without
for sure.
them things would be really crazy out there.
Yeah, like and I'll say this: you need smart people to do it because
Yeah.
like if you like the two and like when I'm training people, the two things I tell people, and I'll hop off this here very shortly, is the two things I tell people: you listen and pay attention,
Hmm.
and it's very and like you'll be very surprised at how many people can't do those two things.
Yeah.
It's like I have to hold their hand the entire time, like just for them to like it's just simple stuff like, hey, don't be on your phone like while you're like holding stop paddle, like because you're not because you're not going to be paying attention, or don't be talking. Like it's just simple stuff like that, and they're just like, nah, I ain't listening to you. Nah, I've had to send people home. And like if they give me attitude, they get sent home with no pay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's crazy. Very very spooky. Speaking of spooky, tonight's episode, I guess we could have talked about stuff like Ty's new ghost trick deck for hat format, which doesn't actually exist, but
no, dark. It's still dark world.
yeah, yeah, same thing. So we're kind of going to go over and just talk about spooky stories, whether it be anything, a favorite spooky story of ours, or horror movies, or whatever like that, or if we have any personal paranormal experiences, we're going to kind of talk about that. Ty, do you have any personal paranormal experiences you'd like to share?
Um, so there was this one time I got my snow Joel and Lot birded, and then that was very spooky for me.
Yeah, that seems spooky.
No,
I think that
but
I
no.
think that I would fade away into a ghost if that happened myself.
Yeah, that's when I learned what Joel and Lot bird was. But in all seriousness, I've had a few paranormal I'm not trying to make a pun here, but some paranormal activities in my life. Um,
Movies are so
so
bad.
they really are.
It's a whole rant. That's a whole
So
rant for a whole different podcast episode. They're so bad.
oh, dude, I'm ready. I'll be so down for that pod. Um, so there was this one time. So I'll start from middle school. There was this one time in middle school. I was like 12, and there was this. I was having this dream. It was more like a nightmare, really. And like it's like everything around me, like the town, was on fire.
Mm.
Like everything was just burned to the ground. And there was this giant, like dark blue figure just towering over the entire town. And like there's nobody else around. It's just me and this demon.
Oh my
And
god.
yeah, it attacks me. Like it stomps on me. I wake up and like dude, I'm in like I wake up and I'm in like literal pain.
What the hell?
Like I woke up, like my arms hurt, my chest hurt, my head was hurt, my legs hurt, and like I was like my mom was yelling at me to like get up and go to school. I was like, I can't get up. Like I like what's it called? She come in there and like she would just like barely like touch my arm. I'm just like like it's like ow, like this, like I was like, I told her like I'm not kidding. I mean, I'm in serious pain. I didn't go to school that day,
Jeez. What the heck, dude?
and
Yeah, that one is
and,
crazy.
and there was this other time. Now this one's really super spooky. Um,
I'm gonna be afraid to
and I was
take my dog out before bed now. I'll be looking over my shoulder the whole time.
right. There was this one was probably the craziest thing that's probably ever happened. Well, there's another story that's tied with this one. I think it's pretty spooky too. Um, there was one time I was in high school. I was at my uh, old friend of mine, Joey's house. It was and like at this time, just to paint the picture for the audience, my friend Joey lived out in the woods in a place called Low Gap.
Yeah, already sounds like the
And
start of a Wrong Turn spinoff.
yeah, Fraser, if you're listening, Low Gap is where the haunted shit happens around here. It's South Pilot Mountain.
Yeah, if there's YCS Low Gap, just stay away.
Yeah, for real. So Joey was always one to be messing with like paranormal stuff, like spooky stuff all the time. Always trying to get some shit going. And he went and he made a Ouija board, and it was me, him, his girlfriend, and her sister, and their brother. We was all like he wanted to try this out so bad one night, and then we were like, we were all like, holding hand, like doing like holding hands, like doing the circle type thing, and like he was like he got to messing with it, and then it started like moving on its own. I forget what it spelled out, but then out of nowhere, Joey's head just drops. Like he's just like it looks like he's just like looking down, like he's like sitting Indian style. He looks like he's just ow, bit my tongue. Look like he's just like looking down at his crotch. And I'm just like, I kept like hollering. I'm like, Joey, you good? And then like he goes and he's got like like I said, we were like holding each other's hands. Like he was like he had his one hand, he had one hand holding what call it, his girlfriend's hand, and then it went from holding her hand to holding her wrist, and he was he like just grappled her, like, and it's just like he starts making these like weird noises like this like just sounds like the fucking creeper from Scooby Doo. I kid you not, man. And I just leaned over forward and just slapped him cold dead in the face. I was like, wake up. Wake the fuck up. I slapped him about a good 3 times. And then he finally comes to, and then his girlfriend's wrist is like purple.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's just we didn't fuck with it no more after that. Um and then another story it happened at this same house. Because me and him hung out a lot during school. Like I mean, I know you know this. Um but there was one morning I got up before everybody, and like the bathroom was down, and we were upstairs, the bathroom was downstairs. I go downstairs, and like you remember Joey had like real long hair back in the day, right?
Yeah, he looked like he belonged in Nirvana.
Yeah. So like I'm like half asleep walking down these stairs, and like I like when you come down the stairs, you're automatically in the kitchen, and like when you get off the stairs, you bust left, and it's just like there's living room. I see like a white figure sitting on the couch, and then like I thought it was him because it's like the person that had like the person had long hair. I'm like, yeah, I was like, oh, what are you already doing up? And that thing looks at me. That thing looks at me. It has red eyes. I bolt back upstairs. Like, oh hell no, fuck all
What
this.
the fuck? I am
Yeah,
scared.
and then then I seen he was still up there asleep. And then I kicked I kicked him in his side. I was like, dude, wake the fuck up. I was like, And he was like, what? I was like, there's some shit downstairs. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, there's like a ghost or something downstairs. I just made eye contact with this motherfucker.
Ugh.
And
Oh,
then he's like, and then like he runs down there, and then I look like crazy because no one else sees it.
yeah.
And then after that, I leave like later on that day I leave and go home. And then he calls me that night, and he's just like, yeah, I saw. He was like, yeah, so just saw what you were talking about earlier today.
Oh my God, getting
It was
chills.
out. He seen he was outside. He went out in the backyard and was feeding his dog, and seen that same figure as I described. I was like, I told you it wasn't crazy. It's like the dude from the flea market back in the day that I told that you said died, and I told you I seen him. And you're like, you're crazy. It's just it's just like that situation. Like I told you I'm
Yeah.
not crazy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. All right, let's segue. I do have a ghost story I want to tell. It's just like, kind of like a creepy pasta. But
Yeah.
after this, we can talk about Randy's dad.
Okay.
That-
God almighty, dude.
the dead man that we've seen around town for, I don't know, what, like the past decade.
It's not, yeah, about like that. Yeah.
All right. So this is one. It's like I said, it's kind of like a creepy pasta, but I read this one night before bed and it just gave me chills. I can't remember it word for word, but basically, a man's traveling across the country, stops at a hotel, and gets a room. And he asks, he's just like, what rooms do you have available? And they're like, oh, we have 3 available. One of them, no one can stay in. It's too haunted. So the guy just kind of just scoffs. He's not really too concerned. He's like, okay, haha, whatever. What is it? And they're like, oh, well, there's a ghost in there. People, they feel it breathing on them when they're sleeping and stuff like that. And there have been a lot of first eyewitness accounts that have seen it. So he just doesn't take it seriously. And he passes by that room on the way to his room. So he bends down, gets down on his knees, looks through the keyhole, and all he can see is just red. That's all he sees when he looks through the keyhole. He just sees red. So he thinks that what they probably ended up doing was putting like some kind of tape over the keyhole to keep people from just poking around looking in there. So he goes to his room, goes to bed, everything's normal, wakes up, does what he has to do, comes back the next night, looks in there, same thing. All he sees is red. Goes to bed. By the time he wakes up, his stay is over. He's ready to check out. So he goes up to the checkout counter, and he's getting checked out of the hotel and everything. And he says, "Yeah, I think it's just a bunch of bull. Like I looked in the keyhole, and all I saw was red. You guys just put tape over it. Like there's no ghost in there." And the person working at the front desk just looks at the manager, and they're like, "Well, that's the thing about the ghost. It has red eyes."
What the fuck?
So it was looking back at him through the fucking keyhole.
Jesus.
That made my skin crawl. I was like, damn, that is terrifying.
Nope. Philip Banks, no thanks.
Yeah, so that one got me.
Not.
I was like, oof. Like, I know it's just made up, but I'm like, damn, like, I'm never going to go to a hotel and start looking through the keyholes. First off, you're staying in a hotel. Why are there keyholes? You need to get out of there. What year is this?
What is this, 1408?
Yeah. If I go to a hotel and they give me a key, I'm checking out and I'm not paying.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Zero shot.
Speaking of really like dark, creepy reads, anybody wants a really dark, creepy read Absolute Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks crazy.
This is the most unhinged. It's like all this stuff is coming out now for is like perfect for Halloween time.
Yeah.
This stuff is crazy. Like I'm not gonna like we'll like if y'all want to see if y'all want to hear like a pod about it or whatever, like put like some ones in the comments or something like that. We might do that, but it's it's such a good read, but it's so wild.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Like I God, I don't even know what the darkest thing or what the darkest comic I've ever read was, but it don't hold a candle to this.
Yeah. It's really cool too.
It is.
It's very cool. All right. So I kind of want you to just take the reins on this one and tell us tell us about Randy's dad from the very beginning, from the his son spilling drink all over your cards. Tell us all
Yeah.
about
Oh
Randy's
yeah.
dad.
Oh children of the Edison Club. Please buckle in for a story.
The story is fucking wild.
It is. So back in the day, I worked at a grocery store called Food Line. It did not pay me a lot.
I actually didn't
And
get paid at all.
yeah, I might as well not.
What you
There was one time. There
what
was
you
one
guys are
time, dude.
getting paid?
Yeah, there was one time I got a check for $28.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
dude, I shit you not. Like, so my other way of making money was selling cards. And Boyd can attest to this. I had a pretty nice card collection back in the day,
He sure did.
and I it was just like a revolving door. Is like, hey Ty, you got this. Ty, you got this. Ty, you got this. You sell this for that. I'm like, will you buy this for that? And like, that's just there was more often than not. There was like weekends I would make way more from one weekend. Like from my more, I would make more off one weekend than I would do my actual day job.
Yeah.
And that would be for a 2 week paycheck.
20
Um,
$28.
yeah. Um, we gave a track Ricky Brown down. He could confirm that because he was with me when I picked it up.
My God, it's almost not
But
even worth going there to pick it up.
no, it's not. I considered leaving it there, but yeah. So there was like we were doing a tournament. I don't know if I was playing. I think I was playing and selling stuff at the same time. Um, and there was this one kid named Randy. His older brother played Yu-Gi-Oh with us because like our locals was at a flea market back in the day because we didn't have like an actual store for like the longest time. Like our old store had was a part of like a candle shop. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard this story
Yep.
between this channel and mine before. And they closed down at like back in like 2007, and then like we start playing at this flea market around like 2009, 10, something like that. And but anyway, this kid is like he is like hyper, like he is running off of like I don't know if he's running off of just like candy, Red Bull, 8 ball of Coke. I don't know what he's on, but he is all over the place. He's just
He
like
was always on level 10.
yeah, he's like when Daffy Duck is just like bouncing around on your TV screen going what
Oh my God.
like all that type shit.
He's like that
And
squirrel from over the hedge that eats the cookie.
yeah, that guy.
Oh,
but
whatever your name is, squirrel from over the hedge. I don't know where your name is.
but he and there was like open drinks on the table and stuff like that. And I told and he had one like near me. I was like, hey, it was like seconds. I was like, hey man, chill out before you knock something over. Because
Yeah.
I had like all my binders and stuff on the table, and like the binder I had open had like I'm pretty sure like my like I don't know if my dualities were in the bind. No, I don't know. My dualities wasn't in the binder. I think
They
those were in
were
my deck.
they were in Jock's deck.
But yeah, that's another story for another day. Ooh
Yeah.
boy, let me tell you. But uh, I had like a lot of high rarity stuff, like first page, and like zero, like it was like 0.0 seconds. after me telling him this, he knocks a can of Sprite into my binder that I had open on the table.
It goes everywhere, all over the binder. It
Yeah.
gets into like the little pockets of the binder too.
Yeah. When I tell you, I like I'm a lot calmer now in my old age. Like 19, 20-year-old Ty was not a very calm person. I had not said nothing yet. I was human. I was pissed. This kid saw my face and he hauled ass. Like his dad had a food booth that was in this flea market. Mind you, we didn't eat at that food booth. There was another food booth that we ate at because this dude liked to scratch his ass and stuff like that. And like no, it was very ill hygiened. No, we did not eat there at all. At least me and Boyd did not.
I ate there
I
one
couldn't.
time, so just to clear the air. This guy made ground steak sandwiches, which I recently learned comes from like Surrey County was where ground steak
Yeah.
sandwiches started. Didn't know that, but this guy made some really good ground steak sandwiches. So I actually did eat there a couple times until I figured out what his secret sauce was, and then I started eating elsewhere. When I walked up, and he was like knuckle deep in his ass that day. Both knuckles, and I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm good on this one."
Yeah, absolutely not. I will pass. But yeah, but also before I go any further, shout out to the other guy that had a food stand and a card stand.
Dave,
Uh, Dave sold bomb ass food all the time, and it was a reasonable price. He sold us cards for dummy cheap. I remember I bought a set of Gateway of the Six for like $1 a piece, a Blackluster Soldier, and a Ultra Burial for like I think it was like $4 for everything. And
yeah,
I, like
shout outs to Dave for also not being educated on Yu-Gi-Oh is what Ty means to
yeah.
say. Ty has
Oh
Ty has this funny thing throughout Yu-Gi-Oh history called juicing people, juicing the unaware.
hey, some people are unaware. I'll get into those here in just a second.
Okay, all right, proceed.
But but anyway, I knew where this guy's stand was, and I was like, I let myself get calm first. I wasn't gonna go over there with that type of energy. I was gonna be respectful. Trying to do the adult thing, right?
Yeah,
And I go over there. I'm just like, excuse me, sir. Your son has spilled some soda into one of my binders of very, very, very expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Um, I was going to talk to you. Like, obviously, this kid has no. This kid himself has no money. This kid's like 8 or 9 years old. Um, I was going to talk to you about getting working out some kind of like reimbursement here. I wasn't trying to get him for everything. You know what I mean. I wasn't going to try and get him for like the deed to his house and nothing. Just something, just enough to where it was going to make me feel better about the situation. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, because you lost a lot of cards.
Yeah. And he was just like, "Oh, I'll give you $10 for that page." I'm just like, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work for me, buddy. It like these are like I was like I told him I was like these are hundreds of dollars of cards. $10 is not that's not gonna put a dent in this problem here, buddy. And he's like, I don't know what to tell you there, buddy. And I was just like,
I'll give you some juice from my ass.
so right. And so I was like, let me walk away. Let me not call
Decompress, take a deep breath.
let me decompress. Let me not call the scene because I'm the only black thing
Oh God,
in this entire flea market.
that's true. That's true.
But
He's gonna make you into ground steak.
right, that's the secret ingredient. Uh, but so I just go back and I chill out. I just play some Yu-Gi-Oh. I go home. I don't like it like what is it like couple weeks go by.
Yeah, a couple weeks probably. It
Couple weeks
wasn't
go by.
long.
Yeah, it was. It was not. This was not long at all. It was like a couple weeks go by, and what's it called? We find out that this kid's dad died, and I'm just like, what? And I was like, that's. I mean, that's sad. That's wild, but that's sad. Um. So then like I said, I worked at the grocery store, and like on one of the days that I was working.
Mind you, this man died without paying off his debt.
Yeah, this man died. This man died and did the dash with his debt. Like he took his debt with him. He took his debt with him to the grave.
Just $10.
Like so, I'm at work, and this guy in a tan trench coat and a tan hat comes through my line, and
He buys
he's
milk and
just milk
bananas.
and bananas. He buys milk and bananas. And I look at his face, and it's the same guy that quote unquote died. I'm just like, what?
He's come back to
I'm just
extract
like,
his unholy revenge.
I was like, I just rang up the bananas and the milk and told him the price. He's not saying anything. He's just he paid me money and then walked away. And then like as soon as I get off work, I'm on the horn. I text Boyd immediately. I was like, red alert, red alert. Randy's dad is not dead. He is not fucking dead.
Mind
He's
you,
like,
I did not believe you for a second. For a
no,
second.
because you went to the funeral, didn't you?
I did. I saw that man go in the ground.
And I'm just like, Boyd, I just saw Randy's dad in Food Line, and he did not believe me for years, for fucking years.
And there
I'm
were
just like,
multiple sightings as well.
yeah, I like there would be multiple times I would see him in multiple parts of our town, and I'm just and like every time I would see him, I would tell Boyd about it, and he's like,
Haha,
dude, I
very
don't,
funny.
yeah, haha, very funny. Yeah, I don't believe you. I was just like, dude, I'm not crazy. I promise you, it's him. And then where did and then I'll let you get to go from this part.
So one day, I'm on Main Street in Mount Airy where we live, and just walking down Main Street, taking a stroll, heading to the record shop. I look up on this bench, and there sits motherfucking Randy on that bench, clear as day, black trench coat, black hat. Man looks like the Undertaker.
Yeah, it was a black trench coat, black hat.
And I got a picture of him, which is buried somewhere in our Facebook chat. But as I started walking up to him, I think, yeah, it was a car. It was like some shit out of a movie. A car drove by him, and he was fucking gone. Literally gone. So this guy came back to haunt us from the grave because of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But I haven't seen him in like a decade at this point, so I think maybe he finally moved on. God bless him.
Gosh, dude, that was just it was insane. God only knows what you were thinking on the other side of this. Like,
I was flabbergasted, dude. I could not believe it. Sometimes I think back to it and I still can't believe it. I'll just be fair with you.
yeah, it's just such a wild, it's just a wild scenario, just a wild story.
Yeah.
But like, it's all true.
Every bit of it is true. I can attest to it. I saw him with my own two eyes, and then I actually had to apologize to Ty because I was like, "I'm sorry, I never believed you." Because, mind you, I didn't.
Yeah, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. I'm glad if I haven't seen him in years either. I'm hoping he's moved on to wherever. I don't know I don't know where he ended up, but hopefully he's not serving. Hopefully he's not serving ground steak sandwiches.
Yeah, yeah, and hopefully if he is, whatever his spiritual form is, hopefully he doesn't have an ass.
he didn't turn into like a spirit. He just turns into a ground into a ground steak sandwich.
Oh god. He,
Just a floating ground steak sandwich in heaven or hell or limbo or wherever the fuck he's at.
yeah, it has one finger. It's like it comes back to haunt you. He's like, I'll scratch your ass. I'm deceased. I'm so dead.
Now that dude, that's making me think. Whenever my ass itches at night, it just stopped itching out of nowhere.
It's the fucking ash scratching slasher.
Ass scratching slasher. God.
Okay. Oh god. Oh god. This is some fucking gold, dude. This is fucking gold. Okay. All right. Let me collect myself. Let's collect ourselves.
Holy shit. Literally.
Oh my god. Okay. So aside from trying to outrun the ass scratching slasher, how have you been preparing for spooky season? Have you watched any scary movies this month?
I haven't got a chance to watch any scary movies yet. I'm dead.
I can't stop laughing because I thought about Return of the Ash Scratching Slasher. Okay, all right.
We need to make that like a YouTube short.
Yeah, gets flagged immediately.
But I haven't seen any movies yet. I know there's a new Conjuring movie out, but I haven't got a chance to go see that yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen a movie in theaters since we saw Superman. That's actually the only movie I've seen in a theater since my son was born.
Yeah, I love it. I love that movie. Superman is so good.
Yeah, 10 out of 10, easily.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie's fantastic. But yeah, there's not really. I don't know if there's any movies on schedule to be released for the spooky season. Um, I know, I was looking on Peacock earlier, and I'd seen they got Terrifier 3 on there, and I'll probably watch that. Like Art the Clown and stuff like that.
Yeah, they lost me on Terrifier, unfortunately. I like the first one, it's good, but the scenes I've seen from the second one are just crazy. And I'm like, I am all the way good.
The first one was really good. Like the second one was okay. It the more that it went on, the more it was losing me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the third one yet. I did see that they hinted at a new Scream movie. I don't know when it's supposed to come out.
Yeah, Scream 7. Yep.
Yeah.
The two girls from the previous Scream movies, I can't remember the one girl's name, but her and Jenna Ortega both left the franchise. And the newest one will have McKenna Grace in it, if you know who that is. She's a really good actress. Yeah. And supposedly Matthew Lillard is returning for that movie.
Yeah, I've seen something about him coming back. It just makes me wonder what direction they're gonna go with that. Really I'll say this, there's some of the the scary quote unquote scary movies and stuff that we've grown up with and stuff. It's just some of them have become mid.
Yeah.
Like the Halloween series, with Michael Myers and stuff like that. I'll tell you, and this is a little personal thing about me. When I was a kid, 11 and 12, that movie scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
absolutely scared me to death. What made it so scary for me is the music.
Yeah.
the music and and like I said, I used to hang out with Joey all the time, and he loved the Halloween movies. Probably still does. I have no idea. Um, and he would have like a ringtone, and he would just like play that shit, and like we'd be walking like in the middle of the night in the woods, like walking through a spot in the woods, and he would be playing it, and like he knew it got to me. I'm like, Joey, fucking stop. Like I don't it's just giving me so much anxiety. Stop. But like the older I've gotten, it's like, okay, this movie series is now mid. Like it just it
Yeah,
like
I made my
the
wife
last
watch all of them with me, and she was like, "Michael, these are just all the same movie." And I was like,
it the only different one is the Halloween 3 movie, like where he's not even in it.
"Yeah," and I actually really like that movie. If you watch that movie, um, if that movie did not have the title of being a Halloween film, it would definitely be a classic, I'm gonna say Halloween movie, but not actually Halloween. What's the best way to phrase this? If it wasn't titled Halloween, it would be a classic horror movie. It's really good,
Yeah.
but people don't like it because it's in the Halloween movies, but it does not have Michael Myers in it.
Right. Yeah. Um, that's another line. That's a line of movies that I think has they just don't hold up to the classics.
Did you watch
Like,
Halloween Ends?
yes, I did.
Did you see? Did you hear about the alternate ending that they were originally going to have for it?
I did not. What was the alternate ending?
The alternate ending was Michael Myers still dies, but when Laurie throws him into I think she threw him into like a garbage compactor or something. She keeps the mask,
Yeah,
and at the very end of the movie, it's a mask factory, and
yeah,
it's the Silver Shamrock factory from Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, but it
yeah.
stops printing like pumpkin masks and starts printing Halloween or Michael Myers masks.
What?
Yeah, that was like apparently supposed to be the original ending, but they said they felt like it was trying too hard to just force Halloween 3, like, like some nods to that movie. But I mean, I thought that was
Yeah,
kind of cool because I liked the third one, but Halloween Ends was so bad. I had such high
yeah,
expectations.
yeah. I had high expectations for that too. It's just like the thing about it, like these, especially like these slasher movies and stuff like that. Like there was a point in time I loved slasher movies. Like when I was in like my early 20s and stuff, I had grown to love them.
Yeah.
But then the older I got, it's like, okay, it's just the same song and dance with every single one of them. I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's like you could pretty much sit there. You could about write the script yourself before you even watch the movie. You about know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, dude, I swear when people would like look away from Michael Myers, that guy has to just be sprinting towards them. They
Yeah,
look back and he's just walking.
yeah. There's no it's no way him and like Jason Voorhees be just like taking like a nice brisk moonlight stroll to just chop these people's heads off.
Yeah.
Um,
I do have to
no,
say, I know a lot of people, the newest Halloween trilogy wasn't really well received. Halloween Kills was a really cool movie just because of we got to see like Michael Myers was so aggressive in that movie. Like the opening scene of him in the burning house where he like walks out into the fire. That opening scene was really good.
yeah, yeah. That one was that one was good. I like how they did that. I'm gonna ask you something right quick. Did you like the two Rob Zombie ones?
I haven't seen Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. I've only seen the first one, but I actually did like it.
Yeah, I like the first one. The first one, the first one was good. It was it was what I would expect from like a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, but I'm gonna be honest. Like Halloween 2, like it starts off good, and then like halfway through it, dude, it just turns into like the biggest mushroom trip.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest about it. It's just It's wild. You gotta see it whenever you get the chance to see it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I actually have both of them on DVD, but I've only ever watched the first one. So at some point soon, I'll get around to watching the second one.
But let's see what's another series of movies I just don't care it. Final Destination I don't care for.
Yeah, I've only ever seen the first one.
Yeah, I like me and Jordan. We watched the newest one, and it was just like the storyline was good. I'll
Yeah.
say that. But like the deaths and stuff like that, how people were dying, just I mean, I know it's supposed to be off the wall, but it's just so unrealistic. Like it's just like somebody just like literally in one scene, like a lady was trying to prove to her granddaughter that like that death was real. Like she was trying to hide from death in her house. Literally, she's like, okay, I'm just gonna have to prove it to you. Literally just walks outside, dies.
What the fuck?
Like she got like stabbed through the face or something like that, and
That's
like
crazy.
yeah, it's just unrealistic shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
they were literally like in the in the writing room. They were like, "How can we make this sense? Make this make sense?" And somebody was like, "Well, we can type it."
yeah.
They just typed it.
And then there was I don't really care for those
Have you
I,
seen
I
I Know
love
What You Did Last Summer?
yes I have.
Yeah, first one's really good. I didn't
I,
watch the newest one.
I haven't watched the newest one yet either. I really want to.
Comes to Netflix on Halloween, actually.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Um, I just had the movie in my head. Um, Freddy versus Jason. I did
Oh
not
yeah,
care for.
yeah. That movie's a
That,
meme.
it is that shouldn't even be classified as a horror movie. That's
No,
just like
it's a comedy. It's
it's
like
like
slapstick.
yeah, it's like a me. It's like a memeable version of Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, it really is. Underrated movie. Well, maybe it's not underrated, but a lot of people don't talk about it. Doesn't get enough attention. Is the original Candyman is really good.
Yes, like I like that one. That one was another one that scared me as a kid, just because like
Oh
not
my gosh,
like
you know the
I'm alert.
bees were real.
Yeah, like that, and like that's the thing that would trip me. That would really scare me about because you know I'm allergic and scared of bees.
Yeah,
Like it was just like it would like psychologically mess with me. I'm just like I just couldn't deal. I was just like no like when I was little I'm like no please turn it off turn it off. Like when I was little I just could not. Oh, which I mean I had a traumatic experience with like a big ass beehive when I was a kid. Like I was playing out in my grandma's yard one time and like, I was just throwing like a ball around her front yard and she had like one of those giant, like you remember like how those really old giant satellite dishes looked
yeah.
like so my grandma had one in her front yard and I was throwing a ball around the yard and I like threw it behind there and I went to go pick it up and then like when I went to go pick it up I see all these bees on the ground. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta get out of here. Now I look up and there's this giant bee's nest on the back of this satellite dish. And when I tell you my little legs were hauling behind to this to the damn front door. And but I didn't I didn't make it. They got me. I almost died from that situation.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's traumatic. I'm not allergic to bees. I actually just got stung by a bee for the first time like a few months ago. Made it all the way to 30, but I don't know. Something about just seeing like a big bee's nest just gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, and you know, like as I you know as I've gotten older, I take precautions, especially like working outside. I have to, um, but like even just like if I like I see like regular like average sized bees, I'm okay. But if I'm seeing like these giant bees like that like are like as big as my thumb, some pretty big thumbs. Like seeing these bees that should be like the final boss of a video game. No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not dealing with these murder hornets that's out here. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Get away from me.
Yeah. Yeah. All the way good on all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Candyman's good. I personally didn't really like the remake, the Jordan Peele remake. The ending was cool. Don't know if you watched the remake or not.
I haven't got this I haven't got to see the remake. My sister-in-law, she said she liked it, but I don't know. I'd have to see it for myself.
Yeah, the ending, I won't spoil it for you, but the ending is really cool.
Okay, cool. I have to. Oh, that's another one I'll look into. The oh, I remember the other set of movies I actually think is actually good is the all the Conjurings and like they lead to like Conjuring and Annabelle and the Nun and
Yes.
all that.
Yes.
I really enjoy those as well. There was this for the like, that last for the Nun 2. I don't know if you've seen that one, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did.
there was this. I don't know why, but there was this one scene from like they were shooting like it was like being shot from like an alleyway, and just at like it was just dead silent in the movie theater, and just like a big black ass crow goes flying past this alleyway, and I
Yes.
don't know why, and I just start dying laughing. I uncontrollably. I can't stop laughing about this crow just going past this alleyway, going.
I do remember. Yeah, I've definitely seen the Nun too because I remember exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah, so I don't know why that one part just made me laugh, and it's like my in-laws were just like looking at me like, "What the hell is wrong with him?" But
Yeah,
I couldn't help myself.
Conjuring movies, they're some are better than others, but they're all really good. The first one's probably the best. I actually have a
Yeah,
poster for that movie on my wall. Um, Big fan of those. Really good casting on all of them, honestly.
I remember I'd seen a a news story about yeah, so you'd say, did you ever see like over the last few months where they said that the actual like Annabelle doll was missing and
I
stuff?
did. I was following that story.
And like apparently like I don't know if this was true or not, but were apparently like you know that comedian Matthew Rife.
Yeah.
Apparently he had bought it,
Ooh.
and I was
No.
just and this, and I don't know why I don't know why like, when I seen like I don't know if it's like I said I don't know if it's true or not, but like just the thought of that I was just like I don't know why I was thinking this in like a Jamaican thinking this in like a Jamaican accent. I was just like put it back, the bomber clock, put it back. I
Yeah.
don't know why I was thinking that in a Jamaican accent. That's what I was thinking. I was like, no, put it back. Leave
Bruh, there's like a
it alone.
whole franchise of movies that you can just watch and see why you shouldn't fuck with that thing.
Yeah, do you ever watch Courage the
Oh yeah,
Cowardly
of
Dog?
course.
It's like return the slab, return it.
Get off my property. Shit.
God,
I'm
dude.
getting me mallet.
Nope, not getting out of this chair.
Dude, that's who I grew up to be.
Same, fucking same.
I thought I was
Nope,
gonna grow
not
up and
getting off.
be cool and nice, but I grew up to be Eustace.
We all did. We all grew up to be Eustace and Squidward. Oh man.
Oh man, this whole episode has been a rant.
It has.
I have really enjoyed this. Peacock was super excited for this one, so maybe we have to do a part two. I mean, we're still very early into October, so maybe we can do a part two if people like this one. If people want to hear more about the ass scratching slasher, we can talk more about this episode. So crazy, it's
Yeah,
so
we gotta make
crazy.
like we gotta put this like the thumbnail or something.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead
Chat
of you.
GPT, Chat GPT, get to work.
When I upload this, if my channel isn't deleted the next day, I wouldn't have done. I'll know that I didn't do my job correctly. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. We do accept fan mail. The email address is the Edison Club fanmail at gmail.com. We do enjoy getting your listener letters and your fan mail, reading them out on the show. If there's a certain scary movie that you like email us and let us know why, and maybe if we've seen it, we'll talk about it. If not, maybe we'll try to make time and watch it. For Ty and myself, we're both family men. We're both dads and husbands, so sometimes it can be hard to make time for that kind of thing. But we will if we can, and we love to get on here and yap for an hour.
Yes, yes. It's always a good time. It's always fun.
Vibes are
And
immaculate.
yes, because especially like when we get to talking about like a funny story and we're just like cackling like two old men
Yes,
for like 20 minutes.
exactly, exactly. All right, guys. Well, that's all that we have for this one. This is Mike and Ty from the Edison Club signing out. Until the next one.
Peace.
Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius. I go check the pairings, I'm like, don't know who this guy is. Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius. 2-0 every round, man, and I ain't even trying. It's just Hamster Ryko Caius, Hamster Ryko Caius. Hamster Ryko Caius,